It looks like some tension's brewing within the campaign, but with such an interesting bunch of characters, that's to be expected. Hello everyone, it's Artless Paper here, and it's time to get settled for another diary entry from Virgo. This was our second Dungeons & Dragons session, and things are already starting to heat up within the party. There are a few conflicting views starting to show, and I think it's showing the dynamic quite interestingly. So, without further ado, let's get settled in and continue. That night I settled into my room, and of course I was interrupted. Hugo knocked on my door, leaning cockily against the wall to request I not mention Cal's name again. Clearly those two don't get along. My theory was correct, it seems. Now, it serves me no purpose to give in to his demand without reward, so we bartered. And while I didn't manage to secure a new component from him like his arm before, I did get a promise. A promise that Hugo would give Cal a letter for me when he next visits. I made a copy of the letter. This is what it reads. A note to Cal. It's been too long. I finally tracked down your body, named Hugo. I wish your time was not so precious as to give me those valuable moments with you, but alas. Hugo assures me if you do return, he will give you this letter. Find me and let's plan on further developments. Let's give you more than a hand in this strange world. Virgo. I trust that Hugo will keep his promise and deliver this letter, but who knows? It was time to sleep anyway. In the morning, I rose early to head off to the bar, and Dane was wide awake serving breakfast. After taking my algae saline and coffee for breakfast, the rest of the group followed down, Hugo being last, of course. It appeared we were leading Kara away to safety as planned. I joined, not for Kara, but for the research opportunity. There were no patients lined up for me that day anyway, so I'm sure Mother wouldn't notice my absence for a day or two. We chatted and discussed for a while, and eventually all settled on a plan to walk her through the market. To my delight, Kara had used the patient robes I gave her, but had fixed them up into something more wearable. I couldn't help but be impressed by her want to perfect them in some way. Plus, she'll be less noticeable now. She's no longer the wanted girl in a grey hood. After our discussion, once we'd all set off, Hugo became, to be blunt, insufferable. His cocky, know-it-all nature led to him buying clearly counterfeit silk in the market, trying to get Atlas to be his lackey to carry it, and then getting caught by the authorities and paying them off. It's no wonder that Cal writhes with disgust in that body. I can't even imagine being paired with someone so loud. At least the rest of the group had some sense to create some distance from him and how much attention he was drawing. Do you think he even knows how he appears to the outside world? Has he ever put any thought towards perfection? I know not everyone does, but at least most do subconsciously. The rugged Atlas hides his scars. The magnificent Zell strives for beauty. Even Bastion seems to have some ideals to keep to. But this Hugo? It seems he only cares for simple pleasures in life. Risk, chance, endorphins. How very human.